For me, it's about recognizing my guys that do the work and that make us look good. They're the ones out there that are on the streets representing our company, and to recognize them and reward them for doing, what we believe in so strongly is what it's about.
Working with my wife is, we were just talking about an extra stress, and people, this is about working with family. So
Yeah.
how do you deal with that stress, Justin?
Well, we try to keep work at work and home at home. That's completely two separate things. I know it's hard to do, but that's really what our goal is. We get home and we spend the family time, and we kind of shut down until the next day of work.
And so where are y'all from?
Denver, Colorado.
And how long y'all been together?
This is 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And kids?
Yeah, two kids.
Oh,
girls.
cool. How old are they?
17 and 15.
Oh, those are tough years, but
Yeah.
you're still operating, huh?
Yeah.
So these guys have so much alignment with me. I'm partners with my dad. I work with my wife, and it's something that I see as a common thread in blue collar businesses, that people work with their families. And so when family works together, and there can be feudal heads, like, guys, here's my biggest challenge. It's like, I'm always thinking so big, and I'm always trying to have such of a legacy impact that the cost of today
is large.
is large.
Yeah.
And that, what bothers you most when in those times the cost seems more than what, because sometimes it does feel like that, right?
It is. It's a hard struggle and a hard balance. He's definitely the same way. He can see the bigger picture, and he wants to go all in right now and have it all complete. But I still see the other side of it, where I'm still a little more reserved, and I want to be held back, and I want to.
The struggles it gets to get to that point.
Yeah, I
So-
want to. It's a challenge. It really is.
Yeah.
Me and my wife now, it seems like every morning we try and get on the same page. I don't know how important that is and how y'all get on the same page. I take my orders. She's AKA the warden. Okay, she holds it all together.
She's definitely the boss.
Whenever we met, it was in Atlanta. She was in a call center. She was working together, and she would outwork everybody. And she's just a hard worker, and she expects me to be a hard worker at home the same way I am at business. And sometimes my head's in the clouds.
When I get home, I want to just do nothing, and that's exactly right. I have to still have that home life.
So how do you now? Recently, we got a lady to come 3 times a week, and it's been a life changer. It's like life changing. How do you deal with delegating, task in life and in business? Is it hard?
It is. It really is. We put a lot of time and energy into our business, which I think most owners do. And to find the time to come home and focus on your kids and do the day-to-day at home is definitely a challenge. And you definitely have to reach out and have somebody come in and help you, so that you can focus on each other and focus on your kids and
It's a
focus
work-life
on the
balance.
family.
You really gotta
It's a challenge.
take a time to give both the same amount.
I think it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
Well, you know what, guys, y'all are like awesome examples of melding and making it all family. And that's what this whole episode's about, is not just working with family, but making your clients your family, making your salespeople your family. Y'all are a part of the Sky Diamonds Elite family. And the truth is like, I've been working with my dad. And my dad was a used car salesman at first before he became a contractor. And I saw him, kind of make a lot of money, but he came from the sales background. And, you work with your dad as
Yeah.
well. And so me and my dad would butt heads sometimes, like
yeah.
like the American choppers.
Which father and
Oh,
son
yeah.
doesn't? Yeah.
I mean, chair throwing, screaming, yelling.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff getting broke.
Yeah.
It's kind of childish, and it's really gotten a lot better here recently. But I just look back through some of the darker days, and some people say, is it really worth it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It really is. The satisfaction of working with family is a lot for me. Working with my dad means everything. So, but just I see all the struggles and everything he did to get us to where we are today, and I like to make sure I'm paying back for that.
That's exactly how I feel, man. It's a legacy. You told me a time where, you know, you kind of had a moment in time where you felt like you were carrying the baton, and it was recently. Take me back to that time. First of all, you know, tell me about where your roofing company. Tell me a little bit about Soderberg and your
Soderberg
company.
Roofing is located in Greeley, Colorado. We do a nice amount of business in the Northern Front Range. Me and my dad started the company 8 years ago, and we've expanded pretty heavily the last couple of years. He kind of, like you said, gave me the reins, and he kind of let me take it to the next level, and that's what I'm doing sitting here today. So joining the Sky Diamonds Elite was a big jump for us, and it's definitely paid off in the network of people we have and just the business we're going to attain in the future.
Yeah, so we want to be the best facilitators of success, but you know, when it comes down to it, we just want to live happy and have you know, you as a person coming from the nursing world, working with doctors, now you quit, you're in the roofing business. I mean,
Yeah, that was a big jump. I was in the medical field for 15 years, and I had, you know, the 401k and the medical plan and the retirement plan, and you know, I did the corporate thing, and to take that leap of faith and believe that, you know, us working together would work and we could build something that was amazing and something that we could be proud of was scary, because it's a risk for not only our household and our income and how we provide for our kids, but it was a risk for our relationship.
For sure.
I mean, that's the risk that a lot of people don't want to talk about. You know,
Yeah.
There's no way I could work with my wife. I hear that often from people, you know, and you know, you now are what I call in the hot seat. A lot of times you're in the office and you're like almost a controller of all accounts, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
And so that's the hottest seat there is.
Mm-hmm.
People are always asking for money.
Yeah.
So you got to tell them no. How do you tell people no?
It's business. It's not personal, and that's where you have to be able to separate working from family. Is when you walk through your office door, you're not, you know, I hate to say it, but you're not family members anymore. You're business partners. And when I have a sales rep that, you know, even if a sales rep is family and they come in and think that they're going to be treated different than somebody that isn't, you know, blood family, it just doesn't work, and you can't have
everybody
that.
gets treated the same and they follow the same protocols, which equals success.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes down to it, you know, the ethics, the fundamentals, that's really all that matters. So
yeah, for sure.
So, you know, first of all, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit later in the episode about making your clients family, making your salespeople family, but I want to help frame exactly what we do. Okay. You're in Denver, Colorado, and billions of dollars in storm damage happen every single year out of Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
It's like the most frequent place for Sky Diamonds.
It is. It is.
So what's it like living there, and what happens when all hell breaks loose?
It's a
party.
It is. The first day of, everybody knows the first day of a storm
It's a party.
is
It's a
fun.
party.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, it's I've actually personally done one of our customers 6 times.
Oh, see, that's one great way.
And
how much was his roof the first time?
We've offered him upgrades every time, and the last 2 times it's been a class 4 upgrade.
So it's like a $20,000 roof.
Yeah, 18 something.
Oh,
but
so
it's moved up every time. You know, the price increase has gone up.
That's what you call recurring revenue.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and we even
project?
gave him an upgrade, so it didn't happen again. And the storm was so big, it happened again.
So I don't believe in global warming per se, but the hailstorms and tornadoes just keep getting worse and worse.
They are getting worse.
I guess it's good for our business because people need to protect their most important investments.
So we have within an hour from our office every year a 2-inch hailstorm.
Oh my God!
Maybe 1.75.
Have you been through one of these storms? Windshields get
at my
busted
personal
out.
house.
Yeah,
we
Nuh-uh.
replaced our roof twice.
Yeah,
No
2 or 3
kidding.
times.
Yeah.
Was there
Yeah.
one this year?
2 years ago, I replaced my roof.
Oh,
Yep.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So when a hailstorm happens, you know, the reason why we chase hailstorms and not tornadoes is because tons of people get hit.
Oh, yeah.
And so in Denver, there's so many
Whole
houses.
towns.
you have hundreds of thousands of people that are constantly every year getting hit, and they're qualifying for a potential free roof replacement paid for by the insurance company.
Yep.
Insurance companies pay more out for roofs than anything else. They look at us as literally the scourge of society.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But call us rednecks with paychecks. We love to, you know, put a dent in the financial ruling class,
yeah.
one
Heck yeah.
door at a time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to hear about how you differentiate in a crowded market, because, you know, you've built a brand, you've got reoccurring clients, you've got salespeople with long tenure, you got some top performers there. So how do you differentiate in a place where there's a lot of contractors making a lot of money in Denver?
Oh yeah.
There's
for sure.
there's $50 million companies, you know, and how do you separate yourself in the marketplace?
Just the sales process we give our guys, and the programs we use, the different technology, and the university. So the university we're setting up is just going to be great for onboarding and moving people forward. But the training we give our guys sets us apart from most 99% of the other contractors in Denver.
Yes.
It's not just the training that we offer to onboard them. It's continuous training.
Yeah,
for
It's
sure.
not
Yeah.
just, oh, come, train for 30 days and you're good to go out in the street. We offer training all the time,
Yeah.
all year long. I'm looking for classes to take the guys to, or send them to, or encouraging them to learn Xactimate. I want them to be as smart as possible so that they can answer my questions.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what you have to do to attract top talent. You have to offer them leads. You have inbound customers calling you. You have, you know, a career advancement opportunity. You have expansion of knowledge and career, you know. I know Mike, one of your guys, selling more commercial roofs. He's learned, you know, how to become proficient with Xactimate.
It's wintertime right
You
now,
know?
and there's people out there who waited, and they're literally paying for it now. We've had multiple jobs since I've been sitting here. We've had a snow fall in on a flat roof, and they waited and didn't do the job when we offered, and now it's costing them 10 times the amount.
That's what happens. See,
So you have to take that.
hail penetrates the shingle. You have to fix it. We have then snow and bad conditions. And so Denver is just a hotbed for this
Yeah.
opportunity. We don't do the roofs. We sell the roofs. And, you know, a lot of people want to live in the mountains. You could ski in the mountains. What do you like about living out there,
It's
dude?
fun.
It's
It's
great.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
we went out to your dad's cabin, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. out in-
What do you do out there? Like, we went out in the middle
hiking,
of nowhere.
you could do a lot, but that's just mountain activities. Denver itself, I personally have season tickets to the Nuggets.
Oh, yeah. You got
So
floor seats.
I do, yeah.
I'm going to have to come see you
We
soon.
take guys out
Heck
to
yeah.
that, and that's just something I enjoy, but there's an unlimited amount of opportunities in Denver.
So, you know, I wanted to feature your website real quick because I thought something on your
Okay.
website was really unique. I'd never seen it before in the roofing business. And, you know, nowadays people go on your website and they call you, but when you're advertising, you kind of move towards just your sales funnel,
Yeah,
you know, but
just
you know,
comes into the office.
correct. But what I thought here was really cool was how you have your sales rep of the month here, right here on the front page of your website.
Yeah.
I thought, wow, isn't that ingenious? And I wonder why no one's ever done that before. Whose idea was that?
That was actually my wife's.
Oh, nice. So tell us about the concept here.
For me, it's about recognizing my guys that do the work and that make us look good. They're the ones out there that are on the streets representing our company, and to recognize them and reward them for doing, you know, what we believe in so strongly is what it's about. And
Their hard work pays off.
absolutely.
And we want to reward them with that, with getting more jobs.
So not only do they get a spot on our website for a month, we, you know, give them a reward, a gift of some sort, and it's different. They get an upfront parking spot that says sales rep of the month. I have a trophy that we hand out to each different sales rep. So if Richard here is my sales rep for December, then if he doesn't make it in January, he has to take the trophy that he won and actually give it to the next guy that won. So it's
It's
you
an
know,
incentive to keep that
motivation,
sales
you
rep of
know?
the month. So,
Right.
I want that trophy on my desk.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, you know, I have some guys that have found some great success working with you that actually work with me. So I know you run a really great organization. So when you're a day in the life in Denver, dealing with hail damage, walk them through how, you know, it works when they're in a roofing sales position in Denver. What's it look like?
Well, there's a plenty of work out there. We can give you a neighborhood, and we use a lot of different apps for that, a Canvasser app, and we can set you a neighborhood up and let you know there's guaranteed damage in this neighborhood. We also provide leads in that neighborhood for you to go out and close. But the first thing would be going out, getting out of the truck door and knocking on someone's door and giving them a proposal. That's the biggest key. If you don't get out of your door and talk to somebody, then they don't know that they need anything, and you can't help them.
Now, there's probably a contractor or two listening to this or watching this, and they've depended on word of mouth referrals. They may be a repair contractor or remodeler, a guy who works with his hands, wouldn't think about knocking on a door or being get a door-to-door sales. You see any roofers out there like that?
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
How do they get trapped on the roof?
I think they get stuck in this mindset where they get leads handed to them, and we do give out leads, plenty of them, but we give them out to people who earn the leads. We give you one. We want you to turn that one lead into 5 or 6. We want you to get the neighbors, and it's called a 6-pack, which most people know in this industry. So,
well, in any home improvement sales, if you sell one person, the best person to get a referral from is going to be the neighbor.
There, the neighbor.
It wouldn't matter if you were doing a siding project, window project, bathroom project,
anything.
Yeah. And that's why I think there's a gold rush in doing any type of home service contracting. Roofing's just really expensive. Hail just makes it free. Yeah. And what happens when you sell one, you get like 6. It's the law of the 6-pack.
And you got to ask them when you're in there, do you own a business? This is the big one for us. We've got this year. Every residential house we sell, every one of those homeowners has a job. They work somewhere, and it's either normally a commercial business.
Every one of those jobs has a roof.
And 90% of those, not 90%, sometimes those guys actually own that building. Oh, okay, well, let me inspect your commercial property. So that's how we've kind of stepped our commercial game up, is by asking.
Yeah, and that brings me to the next step. We live by code. That is, we are only as good as our word, and we treat our customers like family. I can sit at anybody's kitchen table, look them right in the eye, and tell them, I'm going to take care of your property like it was someone in my family. Yeah. And so what happens sometimes when the wrong thing happens, though? Because construction shit happens.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Always, for sure.
You try not to, take it personal, but you try to also take into consideration, what if this was my house, and how would I want this fixed?
Own that
How would
problem,
I want it corrected? And treat every project like you're working on your own house, and make it right. Make it right.
We will stand up to, if we make a mistake, we will fix it. That's one thing that's made us.
We're human.
Yeah. Everybody makes a mistake. It's just, do you actually come back and stand up to your word and do the right thing?
And see, that's the secret. These guys have built a 8-figure family business, and you're trying to take this thing as big as possible.
Oh yeah.
Wanting to make an impact on the community, both in the lives changed from salespeople and workers providing for a family. But the whole point is, it's like, when we are connected with anybody in our business, if you treat them like family, what is the golden rule in America when that happens?
You get it in return.
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
treat somebody the way you want to be treated, they're gonna
give it back to you.
Give it back.
So it's just really about the respect and the morals that we set in place, and then they return, give it back to us.
Yeah. So, when salespeople want to come to work with us, they think, this is the Wild West. A contractor may not pay. They may not do what they'll say. And, our reputation in this world of transparency, how does it work for people that rip people off in a day like this?
They don't make it.
They don't
make it. And those are the ones who make it those first couple 2-3 years, and then they're broke because they did the wrong thing.
That's it.
They made that quick money and had to go out.
When
the longevity is what it's about.
In a marketplace where everybody's starting roofing companies and offering more profit, who are the first people to go out of business?
Oh, those people right there, the people who waive deductibles, the
people that pay 65%,
people who pay 60+% with no overhead to their sales guys. Those are the guys. It's always too good to be true.
Yeah,
and those sales guys see that, and then they always think the
grass is always greener
on the other side.
Yep.
And it's not.
Yeah,
and the big thing is, some people can make more money at, let's just say 35% at this company compared to 50% at this company, because they don't know the cost.
Yeah, what we're talking about is actually how the salesperson's paid in our market. We share profits. It's industry standard.
Yeah.
And, really, it doesn't matter what profit if it's not actually, if you can't build the jobs, if you can't stand behind the work,
Right.
if you can't pay the commissions,
There's no profit in anything. 50% of nothing's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's the thing. So that's a big deal with making sure that the company you do choose is well standing and will do the right thing.
yeah, and in the Elite Network, that's why we have an application
Exactly.
process
Yeah.
where we put people through metrics. And, you know, I look for a guy that's open-minded, that's committed, like Justin, that stands behind the work, that stands behind the promises with salespeople, and that is willing to be basically the cutting edge when it comes to the modern sales systems.
Oh, yeah.
What we're fixing to do is about to drop some bombs. We're going to do
It's
it.
going
We're
down.
fixing to make some lead generation videos in the studio. And, you know, Justin has been on social media. He knows about content. They just did an event. We raised, how much did we raise?
About 100,000.
About $100,000. Hey,
Yeah.
round of applause, guys. Their first event was a charity.
Yeah.
It was a 6-figure success.
Yeah, it was for
Congratulations.
It brings
American Legion.
goosebumps. It really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Well,
Still.
tell me about that.
We, you know, back at home, we have a little mountain town called Estes Park, and they have an American Legion up there that helps out their veterans within the community. And unfortunately, when the American Legion encountered damage from a hailstorm and a windstorm up there, they were put in contact with a contractor that was less than ethical and honest and, you know, not wanting to do the right thing. He ended up taking advantage of them, taking some of their money, and not completing the work that was already started. Left them with kind of a half-ass shit show, really,
I
of
saw
a
it.
building
Terrible
that
job.
Yeah.
is the center of the town. And it has caused them to lose revenue. They're not able to host events, have weddings, because their building just looks terrible. So we ended up getting the job to replace their roof. And, you know, just getting to know the clients and making them family, we were able to gain their trust and learn of this horrible situation that they went through with this contractor. And so, you know, with Mike and...
Yeah, Mike was a big part in setting up the event, and we set up an event.
Shout out
for
to
him.
Mike Abernathy.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
right.
Be Ambitious Clothing.
Yep. And he was a big
got a
part
hat in the back.
setting up that event. And we raised a lot of money for them that day, and it was a good event. I mean, a lot of knowledge got dropped, and a lot of connections got made, and it was well worth it. And they were the benefit of all the money in. So
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah. Sky Diamonds was able to donate.
Sky
Yes.
Diamonds was.
They
And
were-
I'm working for free with a client that really kind of actually gave me goosebumps, because for me, a client from Wyoming that was really, really gracious. They got an incredible discount on a $60K program.
Yeah.
And
For a hefty
Killer.
donation.
and I'm
which
doing the
was
work
nice,
for
yeah.
free, helping these people, and it's great for me to do that. And last year we got on a roof. I got up there and did the roof, you know, with my own hands. We just did a free roof for a single mom, but we're constantly, you know, whether it's a veteran or somebody that's
Giving
has a
back.
family in need, giving back.
Yeah.
And, you know, these are the type of people that I want to collaborate with to raise the status of the blue collar entrepreneur. The contractor's not trusted. We're trusted, you know, as far as way as a used car salesman, especially
Exactly, yeah.
a storm chasing roofing salesman. You know, and in a market where there's $100 billion dropped every single year, somebody that's looking to get in it just has to find somebody they can trust.
Yep.
And whether they're looking for a homeowner, a homeowner's looking for a contractor to hire, or a salesperson's looking to go to work with you, you know, they just have to know that you stand behind your work. And
Oh yeah.
the thing is, you can't hide from the internet.
Oh, definitely
no.
not.
So
Yeah.
how important is reviews in your
That's
It's
that's
huge.
big. That's big.
how do you
And
maintain a good reputation?
we maintain a good reputation on our reviews, but I'll be honest, nobody's perfect. And even when you do get a bad review, you want to reply to it and make sure that you let them know, hey, I still care. We made a mistake on your property, and we're willing to fix it. And most of the time, we already did fix it. They're just letting us know, hey, this is how it is. But we maintain good reviews by doing a good job.
Being
You know,
honest.
If we
standing
say
behind our
we're going to
work.
be there,
We're
we're going to
there.
be there. And if we say we're going to do your roof this day, we're going to do it that day. You know,
That's a fact. And,
Yeah.
and, you know, as many, we did, like I said, we on the last podcast, 2,000 projects here in Naples so far. So, you know, we have taken complaints, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
on
yeah.
Facebook or
Oh,
on
yeah.
Google. And, you know, it's a lot of times
when
know,
you do this, the volume that we do, you can't make everybody happy, you know?
No, but you can try.
You can
Absolutely.
try. And we're I think we're at 90 something percent, 95% where everybody's happy, but we
Right.
did 500 plus projects last year. So
Man, that's great, dude.
yeah. So
And what's the goal for 2020?
1,000.
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that's right. That's what we're shooting for.
All
Is
right,
1,000 projects.
Well, this has been really, really interesting. Talking family, talking Denver. If you're watching this and you're looking for a home somewhere that's a family, I highly encourage you, if you're interested in working in Denver, Colorado, to reach out here to Justin and Stephanie Dant. And Stephanie is tough as hell. She went through a car wreck. God almighty, it's scary for everybody.
Definitely
Head-on collision.
It was. It was. Somebody actually ran a stop sign. I obviously was not able to avoid that. It was definitely scary. I instantly thought about, how it was going to affect not only him, but my own kids and my roofing family, because it was right down the road from my office.
Yeah, 1 mile from my office.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it was definitely scary, but having the family that I have, my immediate family and my roofing family, was overwhelming, the amount of support and love. And
it showed her how many people were actually connected to, because the first day, 100 to 200 messages she received about, I hope you're okay, and blah, blah, blah. And this was people in the roofing industry. So
that, from all across the country.
Yeah.
You included. So
well, thanks so much.
Yeah.
We're happy that you are able
pulled out. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Me too.
And you're here getting to shoot these videos. So we're going to get to create some lead generation, some recruiting campaigns.
We're excited.
I'm really excited. Now, one last thing, Justin, you've been a little hesitant to get on camera in the past, and a lot of contractors are scared of maybe what they might look like or what they might sound like. And
everybody thinks they do something.
We started shooting this and we didn't even know it was filming. And for a minute there, once we found out, there was oh, we're back on camera. But now you get back to this comfort
and
zone.
It's not a big deal.
And it's not a big deal.
You just got to roll with it, and you got to take the leap of faith.
Again, we're all human.
Yeah, everybody might not think they look right or their hair's messed up or whatever. Just go with it,
Yeah, and it's because the unfair advantage in today's world on the internet is creating video content, learning how to get your message to your ideal client, and converting that into profits for your company. And so that's what, the blue collar marketing method's all about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people teaching advertising as a Facebook ads guru or an internet sales coach, but as a contractor who only did door-to-door and word-of-mouth referrals and had to learn this video stuff, it took, a lot of practice. And I think that I can accelerate what I've learned for people like you, give you exactly what to say, coach you through it. And that's why I invested in building a studio, so I could have people here.
And it's nice.
And that I could coach you through the process and force you, because once you get here, you're
here.
You're not jumping in the pool now, dog.
Yeah.
You're going in.
You're here.
But truthfully, to step outside of your comfort zone and to get in front of cameras and be on a podcast, you need somebody like yourself
and it makes
push you and help
pushes you to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be better next time. I'll tell you that much.
Well, thanks very much for having me. This has been very natural, and it's been a great little show. And I'm sure that, everyone even listening to this that's not in the roofing business or would never be thinking about, can find value in what we talked about, working with family, making our clients our family, making our salespeople our family. And I think this idea of incorporating your sales rep of the month on the first step, because he can get more leads.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. His direct cell phone number's right there.
His direct cell phone number's right on the page. So
it's not my office.
Guess who's going to get a call when people come? They're going to call directly to him. They're not going to call to some answering service. Yeah. So, I'm sure he's getting deals. He's getting credibility. And if you're looking for a culture hack, thank Stephanie Dant for this magical idea.
Absolutely. Use it.
That's what the Blue Collar Boardroom is all about, is a collaborate to dominate mentality and to raise the status of blue collar entrepreneurs everywhere. So thanks y'all. Thank y'all for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Boom, boom.